warm welcome into the Sunshine State for this USL One match. The New York Cosmos make the trip to Sarasota, marking the first ever meeting between these two expansion sides, as both try and make their way up from the bottom of the standings. Tonight's game is presented by the YMCA of Southwest Florida. My name's Addison Rusko, so glad to have you alongside with us in Paradise, where the sun got a little bit brighter following a 2-0 road win versus AC Boise. This marked the club's first ever road win. Look at that shot from Chandler O'Dwyer. Jonathan Bolaños, who has 22 chances created, finally gets his first assist. 4 minutes later, Sonder Road, who leads the league in assists, sets up Garrett McLaughlin for his first goal of the season. Tonight's player to watch is brought to you by Guerrasine's immigration attorney, and it's Roxon Amadeka who is making his first league start for Sarasota. He does have one start under his belt for Sporting Jacksonville in the Prince Tires USL Cup. Amadeka will have some big shoes to fill, replacing Alex Sutton, who was in command for Boise, collecting his second clean sheet of the season. Sutton also has 31 saves, which leads the league. It has been a rocky May for the Cosmos, who are 1-4 on the month in all competitions, with that lone win coming in the USL Cup versus Westchester. They had a devastating loss to the league leaders Union Omaha. In the final minutes, Tequila gave it a wonderful strike to give Omaha the 2-0 win. And right before that, a 4-0 loss to AV Alta that Davide Corti said was their worst effort by far. They're looking for their first league win since April 3rd. Player to watch for the Cosmos, brought to you by Guerrasine's immigration attorney, is Ajamir Spengler, who already has 5 goals on the campaign. That is tied for the league leader. He also has 3 assists. The Cosmos will look for a big game from the Florida native tonight as they look to get things back on track. Over a quarter of the season gone, and a sense of urgency for these two new USL One sides to start turning their tide in the table. We got all the action coming up from Paradise. Don't go anywhere. It's the Cosmos for Sarasota next on ESPN+.
Eclipsing the sparkle of jewels and beyond collecting art. True luxury is not a thing acquired or a status to declare. Real, meaningful luxury is a feeling discovered. The opulence of spirit. The relaxed, resplendent luxury of the Sarasota area. Feel the difference.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure Pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, things are really heating up. Celebrations are taking shape. Memories are sinking in. At the ranch, we're taking swings and making strides, letting loose and living well. Now it's your turn. Plant those roots. Rekindle. Rejoice. Shine bright. This is where bold days begin.
For nearly 5 decades, the Nicholas family of companies has shaped the communities where we live, work, and gather. We build what communities depend on. We drive automotive spaces forward. We generate opportunities through development. We power sports and recreation venues. And we create unforgettable memories. This is more than business. It's family.
Tonight's game is presented by YMCA of Southwest Florida and by Pods Moving and Storage. Trust Pods with your next move. Let's get a look at the lineups here as we are back in Paradise. winner, but the Cosmos, they're a side that, although they're in 16th place, they have a lot to work with. And they'll be trying to come on the road here and knock off this Sarasota side who has not been good at home by any measure. It's been a struggling season so far for the Paradise, but when I talked to head coach Mikael Lavar of the Paradise earlier today, he said that game versus Boise, it's been coming. And will we see it transpire into more wins for Sarasota? We are underway in Paradise. Addison Resco with you here for the full 90 and whatever may come. We touched on it. This Sarasota side, it's been rough to start the year, to start their professional campaign. It always is. It's an adjustment to the USL 1 level. They had a lot of games at home to open the season where they weren't able to get a lot of wins. But it's a side that has probably played better than their record looks. An early opportunity, and they are denied. Well, you wouldn't think that Sarasota only had 3 wins on the season with that quick of a start. And McLaughlin denied by Garcia. What a massive save. A transfer over from AC Boise. Sander Road gets set up for the first Saramana corner kick. Saramana, let us manage your technology. Low corner. Got through to the line. Walker was able to keep it in, but sent away. Cosmo's able to wiggle out of traffic. Chane, also in his 3rd game with the Cosmos. He has not scored yet, but boy has he looked electric. At times, he has created a lot of opportunities for the Cosmos, nearly opened the scoring in the 4th minute of that game versus Union Omaha. Nearly found the winner as well in the 80th minute. This is a Cosmos attack that maybe hasn't found their rhythm, but boy, do they create chances. They have one here. Deflected by the back line of this Paradise defense. Here's McLaughlin. Scored against Boise, but gets that dispossessed, and it will go out for another corner kick for Sarasota. Garrett McLaughlin, the 3rd leading goal scorer in USL 1 history. As Sander Road gets set to take this Saramana corner kick. Saramana, let us manage your technology. Garrett McLaughlin, it was no secret that he had been struggling to put the ball in the back of the net. And that's exactly what Sarasota brought him on to do. A signing that head coach Mikael Lavar was super excited about. The first signing in Paradise history. Road sends this in. Header on goal, but it is saved again by Garcia. Javier Garcia has been tested early, and Sander Road nearly had his 6th assist of the season. Chandler O'Dwyer nearly with his 2nd goal. So another Saramana corner kick for Sander Road. Right into traffic. Ethan Bryant able to hustle and win a throw for Sarasota. Sarasota has been known to be dangerous on those corners. They still have not found the back of the net on those corners. It's kind of been the theme all year long with the Paradise. They're creating chances, they're just not finishing. We saw a little bit of that change though against Boise. We're really productive on the counterattack. This throw into the box. Spengler able to send that one down. Solanka gave chase, but tracked down by the Sarasota defense, who got their second clean sheet of the season. But a new goalie, Roxanne Amadeka. First league start. Did start in the 2-0 loss against Sporting Jacksonville in the Brinks Tires USL Cup. And a deserved rest for Alex Sutton, who had to face 19 shots, only 5 of those on target, but man, were Sarasota under pressure in that game, but Sutton was phenomenal and deservingly gets his rest. And we'll see if the New York City native is keeping an eye on the NBA Western Conference Finals. A huge Knicks fan is Alex Sutton. Came dressed to the game today in a all Knicks fit. Could not miss it. A throw for Sarasota. Here is Bolaños. Able to create so many chances. Flicks this on. Cosmos just playing on their back heel right now. And this will bring up our keys to the game. Brought to you by Guerrasine's immigration attorney. For Sarasota, it's play with confidence, and boy, have they done that through the first 6 minutes of this game. Sarasota has known they've had the capability to compete in this league. The results haven't transpired, but again, when head coach Mikael Lavara and I talked earlier this morning, he mentioned that that win against Boise, that was all coming. And it might have taken a little longer than they wanted, but this team is legit. They do have a lot of work to do to gain ground in the standings. For the Cosmos, to limit the counterattack. That is something that Sarasota does very well, especially on that left side with Jonathan Bolaños, who is second in the league in chances created, only behind Blake Bodley of AC Boise, who has had a phenomenal year. Here's a throw for Nestor Cabrera. And this Cosmos side, who is just looking to find a little bit of rhythm. 16th in the table right now. But a lot of games in hand. Sarasota, this is game number 13 for the Cosmos. They haven't even played 10 games yet. Spengler. Johnny! Man, if that was on target, he would have had Amadeka beat, but it does just go wide. Amin Johnny has created so many chances. We'll have another look at this one-on-one with Rosa, and just an absolute ripper. You have to think it's only a matter of time before he gets on the score sheet for the Cosmos, who have been on quite the travel journey. So have both of these teams. New York traveled to the Antelope Valley last Thursday. Then they had a home game on Wednesday against Union Omaha. Now they're in Florida. A lot of plane rides, a lot of bus rides. Just trying to survive this part of their schedule. And that game against AB Alta was one that head coach Tavadi Corti said was their worst effort of the season, and that goes without saying. A 4-0 defeat should be your worst effort of the season if you do get that result. A couple of costly errors. One from Javier Garcia, which led to a Godwin Antwi goal to open the game, and New York was just not able to recover from there. Anderson Rosa not able to get around John A. Sarasota's also had a lot of traveling. Just made their first West Coast trip of the season. Sarasota has played the most home games out of any USL One side to this point in the season. Before a few weeks ago, they had only left the state of Florida one time. As this will go out for a goal kick. Chavez able to stop the run of Sonder Road. During our conversation, head coach Mika Lavara talked about kind of that experience. This was not their first true trip as a team, but a West Coast trip as a Florida team. It's a little bit of a different feel. It was their longest trip, and he talked about a moment where they were all eating dinner, and he just appreciated the time that he got to spend with his guys. Noticed all the different nationalities around each other. Created a bunch of special memories as this is crossed in, and Amadeka handles it cleanly. The young 18-year-old goalkeeper from Ghana. Here's Aaron Walker. Now Declan Waters, one of the captains of this Paradise side. Amadeus Shogard. Twelfth minute of action. If you are just joining us, Sarasota with a strong start. A couple early opportunities. Javier Garcia dealt with them nicely. Garcia had an amazing year last year in the league. Things didn't maybe go according to plan at Boise, but finding more playing time here with the Cosmos, and an early yellow for Ajmir Spangler. Bolaño so difficult to defend. Bolaño's just teeters that to the left, and Spangler gets caught up. So the Tampa, Florida native goes in the book. Ajmir Spangler went to high school only 60 miles away from the Premier Sports Campus, which is the home of the Paradise. It's a Tampa Catholic High School. And that quickly followed with two different colleges in the state of Florida. He stayed home and went right next door to the University of South Florida. And then over to Stetson University, only about 2 hours away. A little bit of a homecoming for Spangler as this one's crossed in. Garcia comes out and punches this. It is a foul against Sarasota. Looks like they might get Amadeus Shogard. When you watch the Cosmos, and as you've watched Javier Garcia in these first couple of games, it's a couple of times you notice how far out of the box he goes. Or right up against the edge of the box. Almost came back to bite him against Union Omaha. But it was a wonderful clearance by Anderson Holt to keep the game level at that time. Guaracines are industry leaders in visa processing for professional athletes. They work hard off the field for players to succeed on it. Reach out today for your organization's consultation. Flicked on, but nobody home as Amadeka, who trained extensively with the Right to Dream Academy, his first USL One start. turns 19 on the 23rd of June. And that is something that Mikel Lavar and this Paradise staff, they really cherish and value, is they're not only building to win now, but in the future as well. That's why this is such a young Sarasota side. They were younger than the youngest team last year in AV Alta. AV Alta and the Paradise neck and neck for the youngest squads this year, as John A. got around Shogard. Now one-on-one with Rosa. Tries to squeeze this one through. Unable to get it to Guanzati. Out for a Cosmos throw. Amadeus Shogard was brought in around the 5th or 6th game for the Paradise. Has been a regular starter since coming in. He's a guy that Mikel Lavar really trusts in his back line. A lot of Scandinavian presence on this Sarasota side. Shogard, one of them. The Swedish man. Here is Anderson Holt. Had the lone goal against Union Omaha. It's also against his former club. Garcia. Controlled by Kavlani. Siddle gets this through. Solanka. This one crossed in. And it falls to Amadeka. Jane was creeping up. And it nearly got there. O'Dwyer gets a shove in the back there from Nestor Cabrera. Good crowd at the Premier Sports Campus as this city of Sarasota continues to embrace this team and the game. Declan Waters sends this one into the crowd. Nearly caught by a young fan. And out for a Cosmos throw. Again, both these teams, the bottom of the table, 13 points. Could be the mark that Sarasota gets to if they get all 3 points today. Currently at 13th in the table. New York at 16th in the table. And you would have to argue that these games are more important for Sarasota. Not that they're not important to the Cosmos, but Sarasota has 12 games played. This is their 13th game played. That is the most in the league. There's teams like Chattanooga who's playing their 8th game tonight. Yet Chattanooga's above them in the table, so it's taken some time for Sarasota to figure out, and it might be too early to say they have. But there is a sense of urgency for both these teams. Cosmos, as we pointed out in the open, 1-4 in May. They haven't won a league game since April 3rd. Granted, they haven't played a lot. They only played one more game in April. But that lone win in the month of May came in the Prince Towers USL Cup against Westchester. So the Cosmos really trying to find their footing. One of the most highly followed USL 1 teams. This is not their first professional season. This is a sort of rebirth for the Cosmos. Taken away now, here's Spengler. Mendonca. Johnny. Malzani. Spengler able to give chase and keep this in. And he will send it back now for Anderson Holt. Now Chavez. Johnny able to get around O'Dwyer. Bolaños sends this towards the 18. A foul called against the Cosmos. Every great play starts with the right intelligence. Playmaker AI, the future of soccer in your hands. That is something that Mikael Alvaro of the Paradise talks about extensively. Maybe not Playmaker AI, but it is one of the tools that the Paradise do use. And part of the reason, if you got to talk to Mika, you would understand that he is all about the data. And the data has proved that Sarasota is better than what the table shows right now. Between expected goals and many other variables, there's a reason that Alvaro has been so confident that this Paradise side will turn it around when maybe people on the outside didn't think that that was the case. It looks like we're going to get a booking here for Reed Valentine. He will go in the book with the yellow. Cosmo down in a lot of pain. It is Cabrera. That was a hard challenge there from Valentine. Cabrera still shaken up. The former Rockets player. And Reed Valentine on a slide very similar to that against Boise was able to kind of keep the play alive that the Paradise ended up finding that Chandler O'Dwyer goal, which opened the scoring. Came sliding in, kept possession alive, kind of stopped the counterattack for Boise. Then 20 seconds later, had O'Dwyer find the back of the net for his first goal. As Garcia gets set to send this one down. 24th minute. If you're just joining us, welcome on into Paradise. A few chances at both ends. Nothing has fallen so far. As Roxanne Amadeka comes to pick it up. Bolaños. And a foul called. Townsend, one of the players tasked with stopping this left side of the Paradise attack. We talked about it in our keys to the game. Stop the counterattack, and where that is prevalent for the Sarasota side is that left side with Anderson Rosa and Jonathan Bolaños. Now they're attacking right through the right. Shot on goal by McLaughlin, but easily saved by Javier Garcia. We touched on it earlier. It was no secret that McLaughlin was desperate for that first goal. And before that game against Boise, head coach Mika Lavara told him, I had a dream that you scored. Tonight's the night, you're scoring. And it did come to be with the second goal in that 2-0 win over Boise. It just felt like such a crucial win for Sarasota. Here's Sander Road. Now Valentine back to Road. The pass a little short. A foul called against Road. Cabrera, he is taking a beating so far. You see him down, squatting, trying to rinse out that pain. Cabrera, such a critical piece of this Cosmos team. He's representing Guatemala at the under 20 level. Really bright player. Another foul on the Paradise. So a free kick coming up here for the Cosmos. A chance to open the scoring. Sidol will stand over it. Try and give the Cosmos the lead. Gave it a go. Amedeka Solid all the way. Looking to go quickly. And will set up with Shogard. Declan Waters. Forward pass goes right to Chavez. Now Holt. Sidol. Towards the center circle. Now back to Anderson Holt. John A. Likes this matchup with Shogard's gonna try and blow by him. Sent out for a corner. Good job by Declan Waters to steer that clear. Just see the speed of Lamin John A. Able to curl around and then send this in. For Declan Waters. Right there to see it through. First Saramana corner kick of the game for the Cosmos. Low corner. And Holt, who scored the last goal that New York scored in that 1-1 game, or who made it 1-1 against Union Omaha. And we got a piece there. This time they'll go short. That was a nice move, Mantonka. Leads this off, Delonze. Sent away. Cabrera there to play it back to Garcia. Cosmos have done a really nice job to slow down the fast start of Sarasota. This is going to be a foul against the Cosmos. Nicholas Solanka. tugging there at Chandler O'Dwyer, the former Richmond kicker. Spent a lot of time with Mika Elavara over at Richmond, and it's one of the many Richmond connections a part of this Sarasota side. Matt Bolduck, who is on the bench tonight. Just a couple of many. It's on the road. Risky challenge, but nothing came of it, as Holt will have to send this away. Control by Sarasota. Here is Shogard. Aaron Walker. Sonder Road. Feeds Bryant nicely. Took a deflection. It falls for Anderson Rosa, but he is dispossessed quickly. And on the run, here comes Galanze. Lanzini. A very positive start to this game. Bryant. Now Waters. Paradise able to keep possession, and they go quickly. Bolaños, so dangerous in moments like this. O'Dwyer. Spangler came in, nearly took it away. Bolaños still with it. Bolaños bringing it forward towards the 18. They lost it, and it is sent away as Declan Waters there to calm it down. That was a really nice defensive effort by Ashmir Spangler. Causes so much havoc, not only on the offensive end, but on the defensive end. 5 goals, 3 assists on the season. A real difference maker for this Cosmos side. Over half an hour gone. Still deadlocked at 0 here at the Premier Sports Campus. Spangler. Gonzalez chips this in, and Amadeka cleans it up. Turning 65 or reviewing your Medicare coverage. Signature Medicare Solutions is here to help. Scan the QR code now to connect with the licensed expert and make sure you're getting the benefits you deserve. Bolaños with it again. Now Sonder Road. Bryant. McLaughlin. Bolaños sends up Road, who sends this in. But Garcia there with no problem. Sonder Road has been a player for Sarasota who has made so much impact. They missed him dearly. He missed about, I believe, 3 games at the beginning of the season, right after he scored against Fort Wayne. The first ever goal in professional history for Sarasota. He went out with the hamstring injury, missed a couple of matches, and you can just feel the difference in the Sarasota side when he's here. John A. goes for goal. Took a couple deflections. Chavez trying to get it to Gonzini, but too far and out for a goal kick. And there is, John A. down on the ground. What an impact he has had for the Cosmos. We've talked about it. Created so many chances in those first 2 games, wasn't able to connect. Tonight, it's kind of the same story. He's created a lot of opportunities, couple shots that have nearly squeaked by Amadeka, but they just haven't been on target, or they've taken a deflection right at the line. It hasn't showed on the stat sheet yet, but Jane really proving to be a difference maker for this Cosmo attack. As we are about to get things going again. Take another look at that last shot by Jane, and it's like a little tweak, no contact. As we resume play in the 36th minute, Sarasota and New York knotted up at 0. On the live table, Sarasota 13th, New York 14th. Both had a point from this match so far. Now, these are 2 sides that are desperate to get things going. Despite Sarasota's win against Boise, they've got a lot more that they need to take. Before that win, it was 6 losses in a row in all competitions, as that run from Garrett McLaughlin was offside. Before May 27th, on Wednesday, when Sarasota beat Boise, their last win was against Corpus Christi. They were able to pick up a 2-1 home win. Their only other win outside of that was against Portland Hearts of Pine back on March 28th, probably their most complete performance of the season. That game against Portland Hearts of Pine was head coach Mika Lavar's favorite moment of the season. 0 goals, 0 shots on target. He says, you play like that, we're never going to lose another game. Free kick here for Sarasota. Cabrera has been involved a lot tonight. This time he commits the foul. And Anderson Rosa, the Brazilian left back who has had a phenomenal year so far for the Paradise, stands over the select ball. Had the goal of the week from week 11 and 12. What a strike it was against AV Alta. What does he have here? The Cosmos are going to be able to catch up to this. A nice job by Nicholas Solanka. Now here's Spangler. Cosmos really setting up nicely, but Amadeka denies Jane. Another great opportunity that was for Jane. The 18-year-old keeper with a massive stop. We touched on it. It was going to be a hard act to follow. What Alex Sutton did against Boise, 19 shots Boise had. If you watch that game, Boise they really did a nice job controlling possession, creating opportunities. Only 5 shots on target in those 19 shots. But man, was Alex Sutton on his game. And Amadeka picking up right in his footsteps. Looking for John A again. This goes out for a throw. Let's look at this chance again. Deca. What a massive stop that is. Want more Paradise Soccer? Scan the QR code on screen now or visit sarasota.us and grab your tickets before they're gone. There is Sonder Road. Bryant, low cross in. Dealt with calmly. Cabrera trying to get out of there and will. Nearly taken away by Road. But played back for Anderson Holt. Rosini, Spengler. Strong touch and dealt with by Shogard. It falls right to Mandaka. Going for goal from well beyond. Nothing doing there. Sonder Road now. Shogard. Rosa. Nice pass to Bolaños. Bolaños able to get around. Still with it. Bolaños furious. He wanted a penalty, and he is not going to get it. It is a yellow card. They are going to say it happened outside the box. Alanzini. A late yellow. It's as if the referee was playing advantage, and you see Bolaños just fall to the ground when he sees that it is not going to be a penalty. He thought it should have been called there as well. So now Sonder Road and Bolaños stand over it. This will probably be Sonder Road who will take it. Mikel Labar talked about the player development of Sonder Road and the plan that they have for him, and they truly believe that he can be something special. And right now he is on pace to break the USL 1 assist record in a single season, and he would be breaking the record of Jonathan Bolaños, that number at 11. Sonder Road with 5 assists on the year so far. Sends this towards the back post. It was a good cross in. Run was offside. Wouldn't have mattered anyway. Bolaños. Walker heads this one on. Aranzini there. And a foul against Road. Chavez pointing to his head. Road not happy with it. As we head to the 45th minute of action. Sonder Road might have a reason to be displeased with that. Cosmos won't mind. They'll try and find the opener here in the final moments of half number 1. Entertaining one so far with multiple chances from both teams. Cosmos have had the best chance to this moment 5 minutes ago. Lamine Jane absolutely robbed in a one-on-one situation. Roxon Amadeka made the save, and Aranzini sends this one out for a goal kick as we have 1 minute of Shoemaker and attorney stoppage time. Over 300 attorney and advisors helping move your business forward with confidence. Both these teams have flash moments of confidence. Shogard. Solanka now holds. Amadeka didn't send it down. Tries to play it back towards his defense. Now Anderson Rosa giving a run. Throw here for Sarasota. And now the halftime whistle will sound as Anderson Rosa took a tumble. And he is grabbing at his right ankle. Anderson Rosa has been such a critical piece for this Sarasota side. We will update you on his status as soon as we can, but we are deadlocked at the break. 0-0 between the Cosmos and the Paradise. These expansion sides looking to claw their way out of the bottom of the table. Will we find a winner in half number 2? We'll see. Don't go anywhere. Halftime coming up. Welcome back to paradise. Look at the sunset unfolding right behind the Premier Sports Campus. Quite the backdrop to play a match on. We'll send it over to the halftime break. Paradise 0, Cosmos 0. Don't go anywhere. We've got a fun one on our hands.
Before the World Cup can begin, 48 national teams need a home. And home is a lot more than a practice field.
They wanted a beautiful grass field and in a sort of secure facility with great access to gyms and all the other pieces around.
Dan Rutstein had the honor of handing the keys to Orange County SC's entire facility to the U.S. men's national team. Why does it matter to you to have the U.S. national team at your facility?
Look, if you can't get excited about a World Cup, then we shouldn't be in this business. It's obviously an enormous opportunity. We're happy for them. It's a great facility. We're happy for us. We're happy for our fans. So we can be talked about in the same breath as the home nation in a home World Cup.
Orange County is joined by the Oakland Roots, who will host the Australian national team, and the Tampa Bay Rowdies hosting first-time World Cup team Cape Verde. When clubs spend multiple weeks in one building, the facility must accommodate an entire support system, not just the players. In a large country like the United States, travel can take a toll. Cape Verde's Tampa home sets up short flights to Atlanta, Miami, and Houston for its group matches. Australia will play matches in Vancouver, Seattle, and nearby Santa Clara. The U.S. team's longest journey is Seattle, sandwiched between two group matches in Los Angeles. But as the World Cup takes place, it's business as usual for the USL Championship. For Orange County, a worthwhile temporary adjustment.
We're still training next door. The short-term pain of being not allowed to use our stadium for the medium and long-term gain of working with the US national team, we could never say no to an opportunity like that.
I think Idahoans have been clamoring for something that is theirs.
I feel a big sense of responsibility to do this right. You only get one first season.
For me, without soccer, it's like there's no air. Having it here, I feel like I can breathe again. Boise's never had anything like this.
Week 13 of championship play is upon us. Alex Cernali, center back from San Antonio FC, joins us to talk their incredible start and why they deserve to be the #1 team in the Western Conference. What's gone wrong in Louisville? What's going right for the Tampa Bay Rowdies? 10 games unbeaten to start the year. And what is the best game on the docket this weekend? Stick around. This is USL All Access.
The past 50 years have been fantastic for Saramana. What have we been doing? Well, we specialize in Ricoh printer copier scanners, managed IT services, software for cost recovery, fleet management, and hydration solutions. Saramana, let our family work hard for your business.
Now and then, you need to stop and smell the roses, or the leaves, rocks, trees, sticks, and that one tree again. This summer, get 1,000 bonus points and a chance to win 250,000 bonus points.
We all have goals. But let's be honest, most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Pain doesn't care who you are or why you hurt, but pain can be mastered if you know the way. Fight back with Tiger Balm's legendary herbal power. Trusted for over 100 years, our proven blend of camphor, menthol, and essential oils tames pain with the strength and speed of the tiger, so that you can rise above pain and get back to living. This is the way of the tiger.
Welcome back on into Paradise, where the Cosmos and the Paradise are knotted up at 0. A couple chances for both sides. Nobody able to find the back of the net. Let's take a look around the league. Yesterday, one Knoxville, who for the first time in over 2 years had lost back-to-back games in all competitions. They handed it to Greenville 2-0. Portland Hearts of Pine. How about that? A win over Spokane Velocity, who sits near the top of the table. Live right now in the 65th minute. Athletic Club Boise is starting to tumble. Richmond Kickers, Mika Lamar's former side, up 2-0. Charlotte Independence up 3-2. Also, right now, Corpus Christi still having a tough time. They're down 3-0. Fort Wayne and AV Alta tied at the break. We'll take a look at the schedule. That's all the schedule we have, so we'll send it to the rest of our halftime break. Don't go anywhere. Second half action coming up soon.
The first half is in the books in USL League One. We hope you're enjoying the match so far. I'm Dan Lucas inside the USL studio with the headlines from the week. One expansion club stunned another in Week 12. Fort Wayne handed AC Boise its first home defeat after Boise began the season with a very impressive 5-game unbeaten run at home in all competitions. Boise's streak is the 5th longest to begin an inaugural season in League One history. Don't look now, but 2 red-hot clubs have jumped above the playoff line and hope to climb even higher. Charlotte Independence defeated Forward Madison 3-1 to run its unbeaten streak to 4 matches, moving into 6th place in the League One table. And sitting 1 point behind them is AV Alta, who also has a 4-game unbeaten run, capped by a 4-0 victory against the New York Cosmos. AV Alta moves into the 8th spot in the League One table. Congratulations to Spokane Velocity goalkeeper Sean Lewis for collecting his 200th career save, a USL League One record. His regular season totals in League One include 72 appearances, 26 shutouts, and a save percentage above 75. League One and the USL Championship have loaded the month of June with national spotlight broadcasts. CBS Sports Network will feature the Tampa Bay Rowdies and Charleston Battery, and Las Vegas Lights against Orange County. ESPN2 will feature Forward Madison against Fort Wayne. This is the USL Halftime Update. Let's get you back out to your match.
In this place, strength means something different. It means us all being together. And doing our thing. You can look all you want, but there's still no place like this place.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, things are really heating up. Celebrations are taking shape. Memories are sinking in. At the ranch, we're taking swings and making strides, letting loose and living well. Now it's your turn. Plant those roots. Rekindle. Rejoice. Shine bright. This is where bold days begin.
In Sarasota, high school sports are more than games. They're packed stands, overtime wins, and moments we'll never forget. This is high school sports, and it lives here. We've got the scores, the highlights, the stars, and the stories that matter to families and fans. Because these are our schools, our teams, our pride. Follow every play, every win, every unforgettable moment. Visit htpreps at heraldtribune.com.
For nearly 5 decades, the Nicholas family of companies has shaped the communities where we live, work, and gather. We build what communities depend on. We drive automotive spaces forward. We generate opportunities through development. We power sports and recreation venues. And we create unforgettable memories. This is more than business. It's family.
We are approaching the second half of action. Sarasota Paradise knotted up with the New York Cosmos at 0. Let's take a look at some of the chances that both these teams created. Sarasota wasted no time. First minute of the game, Chandler O'Dwyer, no. McLaughlin, no. What an opportunity this is. What a save with the left hand by Garcia. A few minutes later, Sarasota on the corner. Sunder Road. Again, it is O'Dwyer who is robbed. Javier Garcia was busy at the start of this game. Roxanne Amadeka had to be kept honest as well. That shot from John A. And then John A. off a wonderful pass from Spengler. Denied by Amadeka. Take another look at this. Looks as if John A., who had done so well in half number 1, was finally going to get it. Did not. Sarasota, really good first half, though. 4 shots on target. And all 4 were on target. 57% of the possession, 3 corners. We're going to have a good second half play out in front of us. An important game for both of these teams. We've talked about the stakes, but again on the side of Sarasota, this game means a heck of a lot. This is the Cosmos' 10th game of the season. This is Sarasota's 13th. Sarasota, not a very favorable schedule when it comes to the summer. 11 out of their next 15 games in all competitions are on the road. The downside of starting with so many home games is that the midway point of the season, you start getting hit with the road games. So when you do have home games, it's important to pick up results. This is a league where it is extremely difficult to go on the road and get wins. Mathematically, the hardest. New York will be looking to find a road win. Sarasota will be looking to get another good result against an expansion side. Paradise substitute at halftime. Matthew Boldock will come in for Ethan Bryant. All Paradise subs are brought to you by Shoemaker Attorney and Advisors. And here is Boldock. Crosses this one in immediately. It is saved by Javier Garcia. Morgan Peterson coming back into the game. Pedersen has been a standout defensively for Sarasota. But back to that point about the Paradise and their results against expansion sides. They have a win over Boise, a win over Corpus Christi, a tie against a very informed Fort Wayne side. Looking to get some more points, this time off the hands of the Cosmos. This one sailed high into the sky and down for a goal kick. First league start for Roxanne Amadeka. As we touched on in the open and throughout the broadcast, an 18-year-old young goalkeeper. He's been tested today. It's been a much better performance than he gave against Sporting Jacksonville in the Prince Towers USL Cup. Wasn't a bad performance by any means. You could almost see the nerves on Amadeka in his first professional start in his career. First shot that went his way was scored by Jacksonville. Tonight he's made some impressive saves. This offense has not been able to help him out much. John A. seems to be everywhere tonight for the Cosmos. Trickles around Waters, still dancing. And Amadeka deals with that nicely. Spangler not able to get a strong hit on that. You could tell by his reaction immediately he wanted that one back. Ajmir Spangler tied for the leading goal scorer in the USL One with 5. 3 of those came back in the Cosmos' last win in league play, which came on April 3rd against Charlotte Independence. Went 3 for 3 from the penalty spot. If you watched that game, you could argue that he probably could have gotten more than 3. Was denied a couple of times in open play. Here's Amadeus. O'Dwyer. Not able to get that to Anderson or to Matt Bolduck. Spangler chips this forward. Solanka weaving through, setting up Ajmir Spangler. Spangler! The soft roller got past Amadeka. He now leads the league in goals scored and goes to celebrate with the Cosmos fans who have traveled a long way. Well, that looked very similar to the goal that Sarasota led up against Spokane. Just a soft roller. One that has you scratching. How does that find the back of the net? But Ajmir Spangler picks out the spot perfectly. And it is the Cosmos who lead 1-0 on the road. Ajmir Spangler, who is from Tampa, Florida, grew up only about 2 cities over from Sarasota. Has made a mark in his home state. Played college soccer his entire career in Tampa and at Stetson University. Paradise looking to respond quickly. It is Bolduck. He'll control. O'Dwyer trying to stick with it, but unable to do so. This Paradise side has not found many results coming from behind. Side that felt they gained so much confidence, feels they need this. They finally got that first professional road win at home against the New York side that hasn't been at its brightest, but when I talked to head coach Miguel Lavara this morning, he was very adamant that this New York side could not be overlooked. You mentioned that game against Charlotte where they won 3-2 in Charlotte, one of the better teams in USL One. said that they would be playing with a sense of urgency, probably looking at Sarasota as a game where they can go on the road and pick points up and kind of get things going again. What does Miguel Lavara and this Paradise side have up their sleeve as they try and come back from this deficit? Johnny Cabrera. Spangler. If you are just joining us here in Paradise, welcome on in. The Cosmos just opened the scoring in the 50th minute with the goal from Ajmer Spangler, his 6th on the season. That leads the USL 1. And there is Anderson Rosa, who we saw go down with what looked to be an ankle injury right as we headed to the break. Now here's Pedersen. There's a lot of grass in front of him. Turns and sets up Aaron Walker. One of the two captains on this Paradise side will win a free kick. Create something special with the Nicholas family of companies. From multifamily to multi-use fields, Nicholas builds communities across Florida, Illinois, and Wisconsin. Sonder Road. Get set. Scored the one free kick against Fort Wayne. Go for goal. Took a curve right at the end. And Javier Garcia didn't look like he was touched. He's down on the ground and in a lot of pain. Let's take another look. Oh, might have actually caught the foot of Declan Waters. And that is exactly what happened. Garcia able to get up. That is good to see. Declan Waters was hoping to tap that in for possible mishandle from Garcia, but to no avail. That was a wonderful pass. And Dunca intercepted by Pedersen. So Dwyer plays it back to Amadeka. Amadeus. Nice ball forward. Pedersen on the front foot. Gets it taken away. Fell to road, but his touch too strong. Aaron Walker able to keep it alive with the header. A foul called against the Cosmos as Anderson Rosa looking to go quickly. Paradise found themselves down 1-0 in the second half against Avialta. A quick yellow card. Looks like they're going to get Sebastian Quinzati. Anderson Rosa was able to find the equalizer before Avialta with Adam Almesh finding the winner. Paradise not on the same page. There is Ajmer Spengler. Boy, has he been fun to watch this season. 6 goals, but on top of that, 3 assists. Really making an impact this season. Amadeus. Now Rosa. Aaron Walker. Winsani right there. Rosa. Fancy footwork, able to get around. Road controls. Sets up with Pedersen. Walker. Sonder Road. Declan Waters directing traffic, sets up Road. Setting up Bulldog. And out for a corner. 4th corner of the game for the Paradise. All Paradise corner kicks are brought to you by Saramana. Saramana, let us manage your technology. There have been a lot of Saramana corner kicks for Sarasota this season. They finally capitalize on one. Find a way to get it past Javier Garcia. Referee will blow this dead. Didn't like what he saw in the box with Wenzati and Declan Waters. Tangled up, rolled towards the back post. Headed on goal, but saved by Garcia. A good effort. But Garcia, who has been tested often tonight, has no problem with it. O'Dwyer, Sonner Road. Anderson Rosa has O'Dwyer at the 18. Bulldog goes for goal, sails it over the bar. Bulldog has been close a couple times. As a couple of substitutions get set to come on for Sarasota. Bulldog nearly able to drop that in. Substitution for the Paradise brought to you by Shoemaker Attorney and Advisors. Over 300 attorneys and advisors helping move your business forward with confidence. Sonder Road will come out as Andres Rodriguez will come in. Morbido will replace Nestor Cabrera, who has taken a beating today. He has been fouled numerous times. Cabrera's still in there, so we'll be waiting on that substitution for the Cosmos. A foul called against Sarasota. And a possible booking, it will be a yellow. Declan Waters. In the book once again for Sarasota. That is Declan Waters' 5th yellow card of the season. A guy that you would point to as the leader of this Paradise side. Very aggressive and He's a guy that loves to make his voice heard on the pitch. An aggressive defender. Came over from Chattanooga, was a guy that Mikael Lavara desperately wanted on his side. Lavara deems him as the top defender in the USL One. Now you see Morabito waiting to come on. Along with Tino Puntes. Here's Bulldog. Leaves it off for Rodriguez. Over an hour gone in paradise. Sarasota trying to find an equalizer. Here is Pedersen. Hits the spin on Cabrera. Able to stay up. And it will be a goal kick. Pedersen cannot believe it. And now those substitutions get set. Coming off will be Nicholas Salanka, who will be replaced by Tino Puntes. World-class beaches, vibrant arts and culture, pro-level play. Keep the energy going and discover what's happening around town at visitsarasota.com. Aaron Walker, the third oldest goal scorer in USL One history. If he scores later on in the summer, he will become the oldest goal scorer in USL One history. Among the top 5 in minutes, matches played. Won a USL One championship with the Greenfield Triumph during the 2020 COVID season. Aaron Walker, a guy with a lot of experience. As here is Bolaños, another guy with a lot of USL One experience. Bolaños! He wanted number 4, but Garcia there to deal with it calmly. Bolaños, such a threat from that left side. He's been relatively quiet tonight. Chame sets up Spengler at the center circle. Quinzani. And Spengler will play this back. Here's Anderson Holt. Morbido. Just come on. All the way back for Holt. And given away by Garcia. And out for a Sarasota throw. Nothing New York in the 67th minute. Ashmir Spengler's 50th minute goal. That was just able to squeak by Roxanne Amadeka, a slow shot that just found the back of the net. Is the difference so far. Walker, nice move to wiggle around the initial defender. Now Waters Slow pass. Rodriguez deals with it nicely and sets up for Bolaños. Bolaños cut in, and Bulldog gets it to go. What a pass that was from Anderson Rosa. And Bulldog has his first with the Paradise. What a nice ball this is from Jonathan Bolaños. Second in the league in chances created. Able to pick out Rosa perfectly, who then makes an even better pass to Bulldog, who taps it in. Matthew Bulldog, who is on a 25-day contract, coming towards the end of that 25-day contract. That's a good way to possibly stay a little longer in Paradise. Substitution coming on for the Cosmos. Jame's day is over. Ivanoff comes on. We are level at 1. Minutes and change to see if we can find a winner tonight. Pass cut off, but Rodriguez able to keep possession for the Paradise, but only for just a moment. Spengler with it. Turns nicely. Has options. Doesn't pick out any of them. Eventually will flip sides. Garanzini. Mendonca back to Garanzini. No real problem for Amadeka there. Good effort. Cosmos pushing to respond right away. Matthew Bulldog, who just scored that goal for the Paradise. It's a long time USL 1 player. Earlier this season, Mika Lavara highlighted how Matthew Bulldog fits really nicely into this Paradise system. He had some bright moments, didn't translate to the score sheet until just now. But a guy that Lavara loves and has spent a lot of time with at Richmond. A little reward is coach there with an equalizing goal. Rodriguez sends this clear. Bolaños with it. Counterattack brewing here for the Paradise. This is when they're at their best. McLaughlin doesn't have much help. Slows it down. Now O'Dwyer. Bolaños. Pedersen. Aaron Walker. Anderson Rosa. Ball through nicely to Bolaños. Sent in. Down for a throw. Those two are just in sync. Bolaños and Rosa create so much together. Here is Rosa again, setting up O'Dwyer. Back to Rosa. Tries to get around, unable to do so. And then a foul on Rosa. Tino Puntes was there. Turn to the CBS Sports Network on Wednesday, June 10th for a USL Eastern Conference Championship clash under the lights. Tampa Bay Rowdies defend their home turf against battle-tested Charleston Battery at 7 p.m. Eastern. Catch all the action on the CBS Sports Network, June 10th. Tampa Bay Rowdies, boy, have they been impressive. That is a match you do not want to miss. Paradise played against the Rowdies in the Prince Towers USL Cup. Ended in a 2-0 defeat. That is a really alert play right there from Pedersen. Gonna slide in there and send that out for a New York throw. There's Pedersen. Takes a deflection. Watch the USL Championship in Spanish on 2DN, the nation's leading Spanish language sports network. Go to USLChampionship.com for the complete USL TV listings. Declan Waters. Bolaños. Able to get into the box. Bolaños was dispossessed. He's been taken down a couple of times near the area. Here's Rosa. O'Dwyer now. Bolaños. Andres Rodriguez. Aaron Walker. 75th minute. 1-1 the score. Ajmir Spangler opened the scoring in the 50th minute. Matthew Bolduc in the 68th equalized for the Paradise. Can anybody find a winner? Bolaños. Trying to find Pedersen. Falls right back to O'Dwyer though. Now Rodriguez. He's been vibrant since coming on. Amadeus. Bolaños. Paradise methodically controlling possession, waiting for the gaps in this New York defense to open up. Send all the way back towards Almedeca, who has to retreat a little bit. Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship. From the grassroots to the pros, Select is there every step of the way. Visit us.select-support.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select, the player's choice. McLaughlin taken down just outside of the box. A dangerous free kick for Sarasota looms. And Dunca caught on the wrong end of that. Who will take this? Normally this is a Sonder Road opportunity. But Sonderode did get replaced by Andres Rodriguez here in the second half. Chandler O'Dwyer was able to actually score a penalty during one of the Paradise's preseason matches. Could he be the man to take this all-important penalty? Walker, Rosa, and O'Dwyer all stand around the ball. In the triangle, Aaron Walker leaves. Now we're down to 2. It looks to be Rosa. It is Rosa! And Rosa delivers another remarkable goal! The Brazilian delivers! And Sarasota has the lead! Anderson Rosa looks like he wants back-to-back goal of the weeks. Just able to pick out the far post. His third goal of the season. All of his goals have come at home. And I think that anybody would have thought you were crazy if you would have told him that Anderson Rosa, the left back, would be tied for goals scored for the Paradise. That's how incredible he's been. 80th minute now. Can Sarasota hang on? Just about 10 minutes ago, we were wondering if Sarasota could find the equalizer. Now we're wondering if the Cosmos can find an equalizer. Foul is called against the Paradise. Another Shoemaker Attorneys and Advisors substitution. Sean Karani comes in for the Paradise, replacing Garrett McLaughlin. Eighth appearance for Sean Karani this season. Valentini, right at the 18. Able to squeeze around, but that pass is picked out by none other than Anderson Rosa, who will set up Karani, but Javier Garcia saw it. As if that run might have been offside as well. Regardless, a nice job by Garcia to be alert. More substitutions for the Cosmos. William Noker comes in. And Donka also heads off as Moreno comes in. As the Cosmos try and find a way back. Paradise are looking for their first consecutive wins on the campaign. Soccer season is here, and SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the USL. Get all your USL tickets and more from the #1 ticketing site, SeatGeek, your ticket to great seats. Miscommunication there between Bolaños and Karani. Bolaños wanting Sean Karani to come up. Karani looked to keep his run forward. Cosmos setting up nicely into the area. Cosmos desperately seeking for a penalty. It was close. It will go out for a corner kick nonetheless. You just saw Roxon Amadeka. Can he get his first professional win in his first USL 1 start. Massive corner coming up. Siddle will take. Towards the back post, punched away by Amadeka, kept in! And this will be a goal kick. The fist bump from Amadeka. Third minute. Well, if you were disappointed with the amount of action in half number 1, you have not been disappointed in this second half. And Amadeka will get a yellow card for time wasting. See the Helm supporter group. A lot to cheer for in this second half. And a foul is called on Jonathan Bolaños. Here's Anderson Holt. Can't watch the match? Turn on Sirius XMFC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access on Tuesday nights. Plus, hear live matches from the USL, MLS, Premier League, and more on the Sirius XMFC 157 and the Sirius XM app. Crossed in. Amadeus able to send it back only as far as Anderson Holt. Siddle. Puntes. Spangler. Lone goal scorer for the Cosmos. A nice challenge there from Karani. Bulldog able to flick it on. Paradise wanted a foul, they're not going to get it. Referee says play on. Versatile. Love off. Trying to get that to Spengler. Falls to O'Dwyer. Bulldog sends this one to Karani, who was one-on-one if it wasn't offside. Second time Karani has been called for being offside. You can just see the aggressiveness. That's the way that Sean Karani plays. It's a very aggressive attacking style. Waters sends this away. Siddle got tangled up there with Puntes. Puntes won that battle. This one a good opportunity and sent away. Enter the Prince Harris USL Cup game day kit. Sweepstakes for your chance to win a prize pack worth up to $2,000. Scan the QR code on screen and enter today. Noker. Van Off sends this one to the right side. Morbido. Now Shamir Spengler Does he have more magic? Walker gonna win a goal kick for Sarasota, but an injury to attend to. As Dominic Brolinski gets set to come on in. He will be replacing Jonathan Bolaños. Dominic Brolinski, one of the top players on the Paradise Academy team, is their leading goal scorer for their academy team. And in moments when he has come in, has shown some flashes of brilliance. He'll come on for the final 2 minutes and change as we are in the 89th minute. Sarasota on top, 2-1 over New York. Poldock does a nice job to keep possession. Patterson plays this nicely. Poldock leaves it off. Karani touches too strong. And a foul is called against Karani. Sense of urgency here from Garcia. He'll go quickly. Cosmos have not won a league game since April 3rd. That looks as if it will hold. But still time to find an equalizer. O'Dwyer. Miscommunication with Rodriguez, but Paradise able to stick with it. A whistle, and this should be a foul, and it will be. So Karani was stopped from making his run. Chavez will get called for it, and he will receive a yellow card. Fourth official has indicated 5 minutes of Shoemaker attorneys and advisors stoppage time. Can the Paradise add one here? Paradise wanted a foul, they won't get it. It is a throw for New York. Do the Cosmos have any last answer? Anderson Holt. Fuentes. This one crossed in. Headed away by Bulldog. It falls to Osmir Spengler. Nearly dispossessed by Karani. Spengler gave it a goal from distance. Probably was trying to cross that in. Sent it too far out of reach. As Anderson Rosa will stretch out Amadeus. Amadeka will send it down. And out for Cosmos throw. Patterson able to get a foot in there. New York stays with it. Fuentes fires this one. A minimum of 3 minutes remain on the Shoemaker Attorneys and Advisors stoppage time. Over 300 attorneys and advisors helping move your business forward with confidence. Spangler curls this in. Was looking for a runner on the back post. Unable to connect. He's trying to find Chavez. Amadeka had to stay true. And a foul. A real opportunity now for the Cosmos. Maybe their real last chance. Hajmir Spangler. Seedol will stand over it. Spangler will chip this into the 18. And a foul. Or no, an offside is called against New York. And there is Miguel Ibarra, just about a minute away from closing out consecutive wins for the first time with the Sarasota Paradise. Some might be surprised that Sarasota has found their footing. Ibarra not one of them. He has believed in this team despite the lack of results. He's just remained calm, remained patient, believed in the system and the product that the Paradise are building. One for today and one for the future. And they're 30 seconds away from really getting some momentum building on the season. A side that needs it. They played the most games in the league. And they sit at 13th. But a win here today, that can be the momentum that really propels this group. Garcia, that was just poorly done. And that might be enough. The final effort too. Roxanne Amadeka sends it down. Time still remains. Possibly one last moment, one last chance for New York to equalize. It is Hajmir Spangler. Spangler! It goes out for a corner. Quickly runs over to that corner. You would have to think that this is the Cosmos' last chance. Waters heads it away. It falls to Seedol. Chips it into the 18. And the whistle sounds. Look at the emotion from Ibarra. He is fired up, and rightfully so. A come-from-behind victory for Ibarra's Paradise. And for the first time this season, a sense of momentum, a sense of belief. And Roxanne Amadeka, in his first USL One start, at the age of 18, gets a win. Bolduc got the equalizer, and then Anderson rose up with the stunning free kick. And the Paradise win 2-1, and Alex Sutton the starting goalkeeper for the Paradise, all smiles as he celebrates with Roxon Amadeka. Well, what a second half that was. Paradise 2, Cosmos 1. Don't go anywhere. Highlights and reaction coming up next on ESPN Plus. Welcome back. The Helm supporters are fired up. 2-1 your final score. Sarasota a come from behind second half comeback. Let's take a look at the highlights that got us here. Paradise in New York came into this game bottom of the table. 50th minute, first half, you can ignore it. We'll go all second half. Ashmir Spangler, just a little trickler that somehow finds the back of the net. Amadeka was too forward, and it looked as if New York was gonna get that road win. Boldock, oh man, he's had a couple chances during his time in Sarasota. That one hits a fan in the crowd. But 7 minutes later, Bolaños to Rosa, and Boldock finally gets it to go. Man, that Bolaños and Rosa connection, it's always working. And Boldock on the finishing end, 78th minute. Anderson Rosa, have yourself a month of May. Are you kidding me? Have the goal of the week from 11 to 12, and then does that to win the game. This guy is on a roll. Sarasota really controlled this game. 9 shots on target, both sides with 4 corners. The possession about even, but Sarasota really on the attacking front throughout, and they found 2 goals when they were down 1-0 to grab their second consecutive win and their 4th win on the season. Well, the Paradise and Cosmos came into this game at the bottom of the table. A quarter of the way through the season, somebody needed to come out and make a statement. Sarasota made that statement. Back-to-back wins and a belief that this playoff push might be coming to life. 2-1, your final score. I'm Addison Rusko saying so long from Paradise.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.